Hey guys, welcome back to the Who
Told
You.
Nani alikushow?
podcast, and we missed you guys. We hope you missed us.
Guess what? Wait, guess what?
Uh-huh.
We are back like mgongo.
ni kama accents watu wakuzitupa Christmas walizibeba tu into the new year.
Happy New Year.
So happy new year. Ni happy happy new year hadi July.
Tutaisema hadi
Hadi
July.
July.
Until
No,
my birthday.
inaishanga July.
Birthday yangu ikiisha, then maybe tunaweza contemplate happy new year.
Happy
Because my year
birthday
starts
yako
after
lini?
February 25th. So after that tunaweza contemplate kama bado new year.
Happy new year inaishanga June.
Si April.
And
Kama
by the
unaona,
way-
inaishanga
Latest
June.
July
Latest July tukienda
Okay.
vibaya time ya baridi.
Sawa.
Yeah.
So happy new year guys to you.
my
We are so excited.
And it was
We are
Carlos's
excited.
birthday.
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, happy birthday.
It's just Saturday 28. Unajua 2 years ukipata.
Level
Oh,
3.
there's much to
Level
be done.
3.
And it's almost Jemima's birthday, but we'll celebrate you that day. We'll have an outdoor podcast for the things we have planned for you. Yeah, anyway, I've been recovering from the chicken incident and I've been healing.
If you don't know that, just go watch
Just go
the
the
previous
last
videos.
episode.
You'll understand.
Yeah. What have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing? It's
Yes,
good to have
memes.
you back. And wait, Upsa, you wearing that shirt?
Oh,
Ebu, hili shati gani?
Kuna chat gani?
yeah, Batman. Unajua this week Friday ni actually this Friday ni Valentines. Sasa sijui you guys mtakuwa mnafanya nini
Utakuwa
mkiwa
na-
outside mkiwa mnafanya mambo yenu. Mimi nitakuwa outside, I'm saving the city because I'm Batman. Nyinyi mtanishow tu.
Acha nikwambie kuna mambo anafanya hapa nyuma ya nini. But anyway,
Anyway,
tutafika
yeah,
kwenye
what have you guys
Valentine.
been up to? Tell us.
Oh, mimi nianze.
Eh.
Mimi nimekuwa sawa. I'm just drawing. Nachora tu. Naamka asubuhi nachora na
Unachora. Okay.
yeah,
Oh, architect.
architect.
Oh,
Architect. I forgot to tell you guys my name. I've transitioned from apps now.
We need to introduce
We
ourselves.
didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh my god. So, wait, let me finish
It's
the
been some time.
introduction.
Okay, tell us.
Oh,
At
so
least guys by this you know the people are usually excited by the introduction. Ya majina. For us,
sasa ndio hiyo sasa. Actually nikisema I've transitioned ni wakiu sasa ndio kusema majina yenu.
pole.
So it's your word in the spirit. Unaona wewe at least-
Okay.
Pole. So I've transitioned from apps, now I am gravity down. So this year I compel two vitu zikuje kwangu. Compelling.
Wow.
Anakazo. Kai. Zagadagada. Kai. Yes.
Memes.
No,
It's memes.
what will you put on the thing?
On the
On the thing?
Like the
For your
time.
name?
Inabaki tu apps lakini kwa akili wajua ni gravity.
Njoo tu ni gravity down. Sasa ni mtanishow tu media team.
But I
So
thought-
tuweke two apps,
nani alikushow?
but aka, you know.
Ama toke dons.
Dons. Hai, basi.
Dons. Mnataka dons.
Z.
Kwa hatuwezi kuwa tuna nini
But nani-
majina hapa.
nani
Tunashika
alikushauri?
mambo kando.
Okay.
Me, my guys, well, the year has gone fast. Like thinking about it.
No,
Shafika.
you were supposed to introduce.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought the thing, and then we say our names. But anyways, our memes.
Carls.
Soaps.
Dons.
The apps.
Okay,
So
tell
in
us.
this next session we have the do's and the don'ts. But anyway.
Oh, the dons.
This is unbelievable. But anyways, guys, so I think back to how we've been. This year has been going fast, like real fast. And I think it's just so amazing to see how God makes everything work out together, like perfectly. Because thinking about it, there's a time last year I was saying I needed to go back to school physically. I was able to go back to school physically this year. And then Kwanzaa today, let me tell you, even just being here to record this podcast, it was good. Because I left at River at 11:30. And I was here by
Usome time tuna
12:45.
recording usiwaambie.
Oh,
Usome time tuna record.
mtafanya
Wanaweza kuja hapa live. Wanaweza kuja.
Hataki live session
but
yet.
it's okay. So I think it's really good to see the grace of God working on us and in me personally. And I'm excited for this year and my birthday.
Yay.
So yay.
Yay, Feb.
Feb babies.
Very
Yeah.
Strong. I'm doing well. The year began on a really high note. I'm so excited about this year.
I like your hoodie.
Thank you. Guess what touched by?
Grace.
Sina mutu lakini niko na mutu. But anyway, Jesus.
Hey, calm down. You are
Me?
calm down. Mbona
So
unafanya-
the year has begun really well. I'm so excited for the year, so expectant for the year. Nimeanza mwaka mara mbili, January 1st na juzi, I won't say the date.
Sasa ungesema mimi ndio niseme date.
Kwa third.
At least miss for sure, but ni Feb. So so excited about how the year is going to turn out. I've been doing well. I usually don't know how to answer that question, but yes, minimal miss.
Nice. I mean, I already said that I'm recovering from the chicken incident. I've been good. God is good. Amen. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
And-
Kesho ni kwa gumu. How are you doing? Like ni show where?
Alafu kwanza unajua you kuwa ngumu unajua before sometimes you meet Jesus unaweza taka kudanganya kwa like
I'm good.
Now he starts how are you doing? You want to lie alafu kana
then you realize that you have to account for everything you say one day.
uko tu
Imagine
like,
if God
bro,
asked
wacha
you,
ni-cancel
why did you
siku
say you
poa."
are good?
Yes, the poa.
I digress.
Sijakuwa
Eh,
poa.
Oh, sending love.
Anyway, so what are we talking about today?
It's Valentine's. When you're watching this, it's Valentine's, and you know it depends on the mood. How are you receiving Valentine's? Are you excited? Are
I
you
feel
like?
Valentine's madem do konga more excited but
Yeah,
anyway.
there's people also celebrating Valentine's. You know,
Hamnanga
those are people
Valentines.
who
Ama
they-
inaitwa nini? Kani Galentines.
Valentine's ziko.
Men's conference.
It's the men's conference in account.
Oh, nyinyi ni wale watu mnangoja.
Ko boring.
Men's conference.
Soaps and la.
Okay. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about Valentine's and our various experiences with Valentine's. What have you gone through?
So it's a Valentine's special.
Yes, a special.
Special.
Ati what have you?
What have you gone through on Valentine's? What have
Tuanze
you
tuna
experienced?
introduction kwanza kabla
The
tufike
good,
hapo.
the bad. Tell us what happened during Valentine.
Kama uko karibu na tissue na serviette tafadhali ziweke kando yako.
And grab some popcorn as well.
Carlos has
on the
gone
way.
through a lot. Maybe you
I
can
know.
anzisha us.
Yeah, I've not gone.
Yeah, Carlos, you can start
You
for
can
us.
anzisha us.
Not the way to minimize.
Or before we start that, can we all like give our perspective on Valentine's, like in terms of you as you as an individual, and in terms of how you view it from the perspective of Christ? Because in this, we're also trying to bring everything in the perspective of Christ. So how do you view it, and how have you viewed it in terms of what you've learned from the Bible or what you've learned from a personal experience and growing in God? So you can start.
So umesema we are journeying from being carnal people into spiritual people.
Yes.
Also,
Wow. But keyword, personal opinion.
Yes.
So watu wasikuja kuna
maybe Carlos,
ah,
Carlos ulisema
ah,
I should
eh?
Which I
go
did.
out.
Yeah.
Mimi is personal.
Experience. And opinion.
That
So
one's
we're
an
starting with
opinion.
opinion.
Honestly, okay. Basically, I think I have a problem with what people call special days. Mi zinakonga tu blah. That's from my birthday. Sasa mi Valentine's haikuangi ati, my God, it's Valentine's, guys. How do you feel? No. Unga tu like, okay, tunaamka tu naenda class naona watu wakipewa maua. But I think
Class maua.
Mnavadu. Kwani curriculum ili change?
Wacha nikwambia jana kwanza nilikuwa tunatembea na friend of mine nene. Alafu tunaangalia kwa building fulani juu mtu ashachukua buke ya maua. Ni Tuesday bro. Unaona tu kutoka kwa room maua zimejaa niko tu na huko nje watu wanajituma bro.
Wow.
Nasikia sasa watu wanatafuta maposta.
Posta za nini?
Maliona za nini mabillboard. Wanataka
Did you
kupost
guys
hapo
ever see
hivi.
people, somebody proposed
Kupost
to
watu wao?
someone on a billboard?
Wah.
Hata wako na bidii.
Hey,
But-
ati alafu naeka zile scan to see.
Ba-
Unaona hizo vitu ati scan ati I'm sorry, oh will you be my watu mnafanya
Watu wanapeleka kwa helicopter. Wewe unapeleka na wapi?
Mimi? Umeniambusha.
Usijibu ni swali hapa la. Naweza jibu ingie kwa shida. But
guys.
Ooh, guys, to focus.
acha nikwambie, Valentine's
Nikumoto
inakuanga na
man.
mambo.
Pati experiences.
Opinions. Kwanza na opinions kwanza guys.
Aya, wewe pewa
Aya.
opinion yako Carlos.
Hey.
No, I think opinion. I'm basically sharing my opinion.
to
Like
show.
for me, Valentine akonga time ya kucheka. Because first of all, nataka kuona pressure. Because kasa inasikia kuna talking stage zimepigwa pause and left.
Unaambiwa I think I need to take time for myself.
Simu
Kidogo
imeharibika.
kidogo.
Saa hii simu ziko na technical issues.
Simu
Time
ime-
mambo ni
screen.
mingi.
Eh,
I'm sitting
shosho.
for my exam.
Shosho ni mgonjwa, nimeenda kuona shosho ushago.
Exam from Monday.
So I think you kuanga an interesting season because unaona vile watu wanajituma hapa nje. Kuna watu wanapendwa na kuna watu
Wanapenda.
kuna ule unayempenda na yeye akupendi na anayekupenda apendwi. So inakonga a whole lot of confusion. Kuna mtu atajituma alafu atakataliwa bado. Alafu
Yeah.
kuna ule yeye ndo ameulizwa. Unajua because I think in Valentine's Day men are expected to be the ones that are asking, but in our generation apparently roles are changing.
But
In places,
let me ask a
though it's
question
not
on
supposed
that.
to be changing.
Rich, do you guys think that it should change? Like, no, it's not wrong. I feel like it's not wrong for a man to be asked. But
I think it's very wrong. I think it's so wrong for a woman to go on her knees
No, you don't have to go on your knees. Like you can be like, would you be my Valentine? Ama, do you think that it should be always the man? Because I think also sometimes us as women sit back and be like, okay, I'm
Okay, are
expecting
you
the
married
man.
to this woman?
Me, I'm okay to sit back. I'm so okay with sitting back.
No,
and
it's okay to
waiting.
sit back, but then I think also sometimes you need to show appreciation.
No, are
and
you
give
married
back
to this woman?
Are you married?
If you're married ni saa hapo you are one. Mtu yote anaweza uliza.
But if you're not, it should be only the man
Eh,
asking.
nijikute.
Would you
Wait.
ask a man to be?
I think I would. Like if the Lord has told me to do it, I'll do it.
Again, personal opinion. Do not vindicate
We
her.
listen.
No, but
But
look,
you
in
don't
the sense
judge.
that, in the sense
Do
that,
not vindicate her.
in the sense that, like,
No, we are not vindicating.
no vindication, but I feel like in the sense that sometimes in African point, like you as a lady, you want a man to do a certain thing for you, but you expect him to always know you want him to do
So
it
the
for
Lord
you,
is speaking to certain people?
and not to yours. Okay, I understand. I digress.
Like
Go
the,
back.
like the Lord is asking.
No, inaweza kuwa kuna mtu labda yeye amekaa na ngoja. Huyu jamaa afanye
Huwa anafaa
kitu.
apatiwe lip
Hata
gloss.
unajua hata
Si
kuku
vibaya, but
inatakanga
yeah,
mahindi
yeah.
mahindi
Lip gloss.
ijue.
But your lip gloss. If
But
you're a
your lip
man
gloss.
watching and you're waiting for a woman to ask
But
you,
your lip gloss.
Yeah, do you use Absolute?
No,
Which one?
Okay, the only thing I'll say in this, I think as much as unaweza kaa it, because okay, me I'm not for the idea that dem anafaa okay, Buddha, will you be my Valentine?
But I
Kidogo
think
mimi
also in the
nitatoka
Bible,
mbio.
the men used to pursue the
First
women.
of all, that's a red flag. Okay, but I believe hata kawe kadem, onyesha huyu jamaa enyewe nataka uniulize. Because first of all, we are very oblivious beings. I'm aje happy.
Yeah.
But you can't be oblivious to that sense that you
Yeah.
know it's
I think
Valentine's
there's a
and you're
difference
still
between
waiting.
communication
And being oblivious.
and communication, being oblivious and asking. If we've communicated, I like you, you like me, okay, let's hear. This is ask me.
But
to be a
that's you.
Valentine.
Kuna
Or
watu
even
hapa
ask me to be
nje.
your girlfriend. Like you don't have to ask. Like let's start slowly. Huwezi kuja uniambia niko Valentine yako and you not ask me to be your girlfriend. Like what?
I like surprises.
Ay.
Na kama bado hajafika kwa hiyo stage ya kukua girlfriend.
But he wants you to be the Valentine.
Sasa
What's
Yeah.
the point?
Nisikize. Except me because I saw the light. Nisikize. Because this is what I'm saying. Watu walianza kudate January. Sawa. Valentine's Day imefika 14th Feb. That's like 30 hata si 30 40
40 days.
Wewe utanishow tu 50 something days.
Acha niangalie Bible hapo.
Usiangalie. By the time hii Valentine's imefika bado hatujafika hiyo place ya kuwa girlfriend and boyfriend. So ku ease them the pressure, wacha tu nikuulize out will you be my Valentine's? Tukifika huko I ask you the relevant questions. Where are you going in 5 years?
I think that's okay as long as the man
One
did.
in interview.
Okay. We were sharing personal
Yeah.
experiences. Now we've moved on from opinions.
But you never know, labda the Lord is saying something through those conversations. But my opinion for Valentine's, it's a day to celebrate love, basically. But now the difference right now, because there's an opinion that the world carries towards Valentine's, and now there's the opinion on you being a Christian on how it should be. So the problem is sometimes we have Christians that still have the expectations of the world in terms of, because as much as Friday ni siku wa antachi hapo. So if you're still a Christian and that's still in your mind, Jesus needs to save you from carnality. So basically right now I believe, because of course we can't remove it, because if you remove it pia utaambiwa, oh, you are too spiri. So sometimes to balance the equation, sometimes seem, of course no, we are not doing this for a generation to be like Nini, because of course if you also look at the history of it, comes from a pagan background. But I believe it's in essence, it's an aspect to celebrate love. Then I believe that should be done in terms of Christ. This doesn't mean you should celebrate your person, but it goes beyond your girlfriend. You can celebrate your mom, can celebrate your friends, can celebrate your brother. It's not necessarily you have to celebrate the female gender.
Yeah.
Sijui ni wapi iliandikwa Valentines ni ya madem. So, like you can, it's just a day of celebrating love. So whichever way you can celebrate love on that particular day, jibambe. But for me, it's just a normal day.
I hope you celebrate your mom.
Yes,
Okay.
I celebrate my mom. Every
Like
special
on that day.
On that day.
But you didn't tell us your experience.
Oh, I'm supposed to say it right
Yeah.
now.
I think you have said a lot.
No,
Like-
Then come back to the
But you doing
experiences.
first
I think
opinions.
let's opinions
okay.
allow.
So let's go next there.
Oh, okay.
No, mi ndio na host. Msinipange.
Happy enda.
Ah.
Lazima ni cool down kidogo. Hey.
Host, wewe nipange.
Aya,
Na hapa ni kama mtakuwa mnatuletea maji.
Hapa labda mcooperate.
from a place of love, guys.
Okay.
camera.
I think my opinions on Valentines, I think venye Carlos amesema, the world has different perspectives on how they're viewing this day. And let me say this, there's a lot of pressure, especially towards the male gender. And I think this always ties down to lack of communication. You see, like ujakaa chini na customer at you.
Customer.
Unamuita customer. Unaita dada wenyewe customer.
I revoke it. I revoke it.
Customer.
Okay.
Hey.
Umekaa chini. I didn't mean to say customer. I meant, okay, this is what I meant to say. Ujakaa chini na your significant other or your potential, or your partner, the one you want to take out for Valentines, ujakaa chini na yeye. So, you day unafika uko na a lot of pressure, unaona, alafu unajua social media siku hizi iko na kila kitu.
Yeah.
Leo kwanza siku umefikiria unaona tu kila mtu ameulizwa.
Actually leo asubuhi nikiwa home, I was just scrolling through Gram mbio. The first post napatana hapo ni this guy amekea dem yake all these luxury things. So nikasema yenyewe watu wanajituma huku nje. Alafu nikakumbuka hii relationship ni yangu. So mimi ndo naamua venye nita. Okay, basically mimi naamua. Okay guys, mkae chini na watu wenu. Mkae chini na watu wenu.
You and your household.
I think pressure ni mingi. Pressure ni mingi and it always ties down to communication. Ukikaa chini na mse wako ujue this is what this person likes. Alafu unakuwa thoughtful. Si gift zote lazima ndio ununue. Okay, buy gifts, buy flowers. It's a good thing. But you can also DIY gifts. You see, hii kitu ni unajituma ukijijua. You know the person you are with, you know msi anapenda nini. You get. So me, I'm also for the opinion for if you're a boy or if you're the male gender, ask the female gender. Because something one time Pasi said during last year's series, a single dating and marriage. Akasema, your time najua Pasi ako married. So I know that he's applying it now. So Pasi said that he will always date his wife, even when they're married. I was like, wow, sija kuget, but nitaget. So yeah, I think kitu ni always pursue her on a daily. You see, when I'm sure, unajua, sisi tuko more, the male gender is more in the head, the female gender wako more of emotions. So, ushamshow, kwanza najua mi kuna line litupala a few months ago nikasema every day will be a Valentine's Day. So unajua nikijaribu kumisi 14th. Labda sijui mnieke. Hii mtanishow tu.
Weka pochi. Save a brother.
The number will be displayed at the screen.
Save a brother.
Screen.
But tujitume tukiwa cautious of also the parties that we have.
All right.
Yeah.
I think for me, my opinion on Valentine's, it's a day to not only love those you know, but to love those who don't feel loved. Like I was sitting and thinking, sometimes
where were you before this podcast?
like I'm thinking, like okay, yes, we always like, for example, soaps, missing you every Sunday and everything. We have a conversation, or with apps, or with calls. Yeah, like that's a way with, like even talking on WhatsApp or something. It's a way we'd show the love we have for each other. But the people outside there who don't have those people to love them, or those people who are missing the people to love them. So I feel like for me sometimes, even though I've not necessarily applied it in my life the past many Valentines, but I think it's also a day to love those who don't feel loved and those who don't receive love as well. So like either giving back to the community. And I think for me, one thing I'm learning this year is that those who are less fortunate are very close to God's heart. And the more you give to them, the closer you get to God's heart. And that's something I'm trying to cultivate. So I was thinking about it, like instead of it just being you and your partner, or your significant other, or your parents, or the people who are around you, why not, you can do it with them and give back to the community. You can, like, don't necessarily just enclose it to people you know, or people who you want to have, like your significant other and stuff like that. So I think for me, Valentine's, and also to go back to my point about being asked or asking as a female, I think it's always right for the man to ask. I was just stating opinions that I'd had during the week about if it's okay for a female to ask. Because I think...
Thank you for creating balance.
I was just about to say, Jesus came for the church.
Yes.
Jesus is...
And I think it's also to show, like what you were saying about pursuing them daily. You know, sometimes when you enter a relationship with someone, or when you're courting or talking with people, it becomes very easy to be like, oh, I bugged this one. So whatever happens, it happens. Like, it's not a must. But I think that's what makes most relationships of our day most most of our relationships of the day tend to end like they last very short term, in the sense that both parties end up not necessarily putting effort once you guys are together, and most of the times it falls. Okay, from the experiences I've seen and heard of, it falls on the male side. Like once umepata udem ama whatever, you're like, okay, I've bugged her, that's it, and so on and so forth.
Hii conversation wacha tutarudi
Yeah.
hapa, naona
But,
mali inaenda hapa, kuna mambo.
So anyways, I think, yeah, my opinion on Valentine's, I think especially this year, is not only to love those you know and those around you, but to love those who are not around you and those who are not loved as well. Just like Christ loved us.
Mnafanya
Yes.
ni kama Mungu anasema tu ongeza Valentines nyingine.
Ningesema hiyo live.
Unafanya tukae ni kama
You're not from.
but anyway.
Soaps now. Okay, wait, sorry. Mtaka kupanga ama utajipanga?
Hata nimpange. Nimpange. Okay, moving on from memes. Yes, Sophie.
Thank you.
Soap your soaps.
Soaps.
I think what Mims has said is so profound, loving other people. And when I think about love, I always think about God and the love that he has. And then now I think about it in context now of loving people, whether it's significant others, parents, friends, whatever. I really, really love love. And the fact that there's a whole day to celebrate love is amazing. I love that idea. I don't know where it's from, but thank you, Jesus.
It's from me.
Okay. And
So Batman.
I think that there is an importance in communicating. I think that the day is either exciting for you or not exciting for you, especially sometimes based off of the gender. It's exciting for babes. For guys, they're usually like,
Money.
all of the money I'm gonna spend today, the places I have to take her, the things I have to buy for
And
her.
sometimes it's more than one.
So it ends up not being an exciting day, but then it's actually a day to celebrate each other, right? So I'm not of the belief that Valentine's is a day where the babe is celebrated and everything is around the babe. I don't think it's a babe's thing. I think it's like, you love me, celebrate me, and I love you, I celebrate you.
Or just be there to celebrate us.
Ibe ndiko kwa soko ama ni ingine.
Yeah,
Because I don't think hapa nje that's the same view. But anyway. Because acha kwanza nisifungu.
Yeah, okay, that's what I think.
We're
I don't
building.
think
Yeah, it's a very good opinion. Like we
No,
said,
it's a
Yeah.
like
I
we
tot-
said, these are our opinions.
No, like they are great opinions.
Yes.
Now, Nile, I'm listening to you guys and I'm just like, hey, Father, blessed are those.
Yeah, because how can somebody you love, they're celebrating you and you're not celebrating them? Like, you
But I
love
feel like
them,
that's
also
actually,
celebrate them.
according to what he's
But
saying, it's very
because
true.
si labda kuna
Because
mtu
most
anakaa
times-
anasema I'm a queen.
Yeah, most times females
Be
tend to
celebrated.
So who
want
are
to
you
be
with?
celebrated, and then you go out. So it's like, oh, you're giving the gifts, instead of it being like, okay, yes, you've asked me and everything. Then I put in the effort to actually show you consciously that it's not only you loving me. In a relationship, we are both
Yeah,
loving
it's
each
not
other.
just give,
And I think
give,
that's something
give,
we
give.
need in this generation.
I
We need
mean,
to cultivate
take,
as well.
take.
Yeah,
It's not just a take
relationship, but give as well.
Nipange.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Upping. Ups.
Okay, thank you. What Sophie has said is actually that's a personal opinion, and we agree with it.
Wait, did we let her finish? I interrupted her.
I was saying,
Sorry. Sorry.
I was saying that, yeah, that's how I look at Valentine's. But now, taking into consideration what memes, you've actually taught me something on how to make Valentine's more thoughtful, and how would Jesus actually do Valentine's if he was here with us. I think now it can become, you're celebrating people and you're celebrating the people you love, and also how can you show the love that God has shown you to other people, right? I also think in this day, for it not to be a day where you're not excited and you're so stressed out about Valentine's, it's good to communicate. Like, I'm at this capacity right now. We can go out and eat and spend a band. That's where I'm at right now.
Can
That's
go
what I
fast,
can
Mocha,
say.
also. Okay.
So you're just to
Near
ask.
your mind.
So you're of the mindset that based on what you're expecting on that particular day, you should be able to tell it to their person or your boyfriend.
I think that
Ama unafaa unyamaze, wacha Holy Ghost amuongeleshe.
Hata Holy Ghost amchoka.
you know
Atari in the mountains.
uncommunicated expectations, they bring forth a lot of disappointment. So if I'm expecting you to buy me a car for Valentine's, and you don't buy me a car for Valentine's, I'm gonna be so upset, and I'm gonna be so like, you know what? He doesn't
But I
love
think-
me. he doesn't care about me.
But now
he's taking me for granted.
Because
The
there's
issue
this.
is expectation. Sorry, I think this is very like this is something has been talked about a lot. Like sometimes us as like this type of generation at the moment, we expect, like for example, if you have a girl right now, you expect your girl.
Hallelujah.
Okay, amen.
Amen,
you see,
Carlos. This is
Oh,
your
ni
girl,
mimi. Oh, hallelujah.
like for example, let's say
I'm married already.
in this scenario, you both are in campus. Yeah, you expect this man to go over and about, yet he's also living on the same means you're living off, like your
exactly
parents.
why
You
as
can't
a
come
babe you have expectations
that-
for a guy that even you yourself you
can't
can't
reach. So it's like you, like for me, I'd rather expect, if example, I know I can pay for my own nails, then I know, okay, then you also have the
Yeah.
like you know, like I can't expect you to take me to Kempinski, and I myself can't take myself to Kempinski.
Exactly.
Like you get,
You're
you get,
preaching good.
Yeah.
like you
Don't-
get like expectations.
and you
should be-
can you take him to camp? Not that
Yeah.
it's reciprocal, but,
But
if it came down to it,
Can you take him?
Yeah,
that's
can
the
you?
point. That's for me.
Yeah.
That's like expectations and like communicating it in advance, in the sense that we have a like even before the day. See, like you know,
This
when
is
you're
where
talking
we're
to people,
going.
talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like we're like, okay, Valentine's. Like for example, I'm feeling some type of way about it. I'm not sure I want to celebrate it. Can we do something else instead of celebrating it in this aspect? We celebrate it in another aspect. Because the people who actually can't be able to really engross the symbol of what Valentine's is about. Maybe because something traumatic happened to them at that time, or you know, like different things. But if you don't communicate, then that brings out now all the
yeah,
other
and
issues.
we're not talking about reciprocity. Like you did for me this, so I
I'm
do for
doing
you
for you.
that.
Yeah.
That beats your intentions are not to show love. Your intentions are tit for tat. Basically, that's what you're doing. But what we're saying is that, especially on Valentine, you should celebrate each other every day, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
But I think Valentine's is a day like
Now you do it loudly.
show, yeah, go all out to your ability. Don't say like I'm not gonna try.
Jikunde
But
mali mfuko inafika.
try.
Yeah.
Try, make
Try to.
effort,
Akuwa
but
sawa.
then don't like now you're making very poor financial decisions, because you also still have to wake up on the 15th and the 16th and the 17th
And the rest of the year.
yeah, and you're with this person still.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done now.
But
Overall, I love the day. A beautiful day. I love
Okay.
love. Yeah,
Nah.
okay. Carlos, it is.
This,
I think
this
no.
I love this month.
na
Now we have
kaive
the
niko tu
whole
like
month.
enyewe
Talk about it.
hii mwaka tu the next episodes we are shooting.
Session ya nini? Fanya series ya relationship.
What do you guys think?
Oh, you mtu show- show
Drop
me
in the
the-
comment.
Drop a comment.
Drop in the
I'm seeing like there's
Drop
some,
in the
because now
comment.
Yeah,
based
so
on
that's
what
what
you've said,
Mwaks.
there's the aspect of
Mwaks, show
reciprocity. So in terms of tit for tat, there's the aspect where I feel like you've done this, I need
I
to
have to
do
do it
this,
back.
Yeah.
and there's a whole lot of that. Or the
Yeah.
aspect of comparing. Wow, Mims amepelekwa JW Marriott.
Amen. We receive.
Uko na pesa ya klabu,
Nipange.
alafu uko na pesa ya klabu, alafu mkunywe kajuice na mtembea hadi Arboretum.
Nipange sasa.
Alafu- So
Kule ringos.
now if you do alafu unajua there's this aspect
Fingers is
maybe
crazy.
the babes goes out and decides to get you a watch, gets you
Ndio kuna
socks
time yake.
na chocolate, si ndio? Wewe buda mali
Utaget.
huko
Utaget.
nimeget nimesikia. We are watching out. So in that whole aspect amebuy watch, amekubuy socks na amekubuy okay si chocolate, chance ame apple juice. Wewe kwa mfuko bro,
Tunapenda apple juice.
wewe kwa mfuko pesa uko nayo hiyo season ni labda buy ka bouquet of flowers kamoja na chocolate, hiyo ndio imetosha. But if you compare the aspects, like mtu anaweza kaa kuambia me I get this, you get this, so what do you think in that instance?
Nipange.
Aya ups,
Aya basi.
gravity the dawn.
Gravity Dawn. I think like umempea bouquet of flowers, yamekupatia. I think all this runs down to the heart.
Yeah.
I think so. If someone gets you something, you'll always know.
You know, like they say, sorry, a handwritten letter that's from your heart. Then you buy me a whole car, and it's not from your heart. It's
Yeah.
just for the sake of showing others.
Hiyo nani
that-
wanasemanga?
Mimi nasemanga
Kila
hivyo.
mtu.
Like I'd rather you write me a handwritten letter.
Unaongeleshana na
Hey.
nani? Carlos.
Anyways, back to the
Mimi
dawn.
siongeleshani
Gravity the
mtu,
dawn.
but there are my brothers somewhere suffering.
No, like for real, if you actually ask a
My
female,
brothers, there's a good bill. Keep hoping in the Lord.
I can't believe
Be-
that.
this is evidence that there's a good bill.
anyways, back to gravity the dawn. Sorry.
To tell you but Gravity Dawn.
Gravity
Oh,
dawn.
Gravity dawn.
You'll always feel the love. No, utafeel kuna kwanga tu na ka emotion utafeel like a feeling when you get me Carlos ukininunulia watch nitajua this like I mean something to you. But now the problem comes when nunulia flowers na mimi hakuna kitu nimekupea. You see, even if it's a handwritten letter venye memes amesema, what do you like? Kuna
effort.
Yeah, where's the effort? Unajua hata kama una kabisa, there's always something you can do.
Yeah.
There's a book I'm reading right now. It's called Love Without Reason.
Hey.
Men are deep.
Endelea tu.
So God ako like the nature of God is he loves us so much that he gave. You see, love as much as ni feeling everything tied to it, you will always have that tendency to give. You see, now me I don't know about you guys, but me nikinunuliwa acts of
service.
Hapana. Gift giving.
Gift
Gift giving si love language yangu, but there's something that gift giving does. Hata mimi mwenyewe siku hizi napenda kugift. There's always something that inani, yeah, the people I gift kuna kitu mi wa show, but there kuna kitu mi feel nikikugift, like na feel poor, like
I feel good.
For God so loved the world that he gave. Yeah. So Loki said something. Sama tu Carlos.
I think nakwambia mwezi itakuwa moto. Malizia.
Nishasahau.
Ulikuwa for God so loved the world, so pia kasema that he gave. So pia kasema something about amekupeleka JW Marriott. Can you take that person to JW Marriott? You know that will create actually hata ni digress. Kuna video fulani tena niliona. Na hiyo kimeonyesha mambo sana huku nje.
Algorithm.
Tell me so. Nimeona video fulani, this lady has gone to a supermarket. Anasema afu the caption there is POV me getting him something for Valentines. Amena kuchukua this Ferrero Rocher. Ni hivyo ndio. Ferrero Rocher, it's a chocolate. Ni noma. Awe karibu tutanisho tu. So amechukua hivi. Alafu akasema oops, afu akairudisha. Alafu nikaangalia comments. Madem hapo wamesema, umenishtua. Karibu nishtua. I was like, so ni sisi tu tujitume. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that because me
there's something wrong with that.
Like, Carlos, najua.
Okay. But it's personal.
But it shouldn't be just you
guys
to mind yourself.
We need like a whole hour. Kama nataka tufanye session tuambieni. Hapa kuna mambo mo.
But this quarter is going to be nice. This relationship topic.
Because now, okay.
Mimi sasa nataka live session. Ndio tukao tunauliza ama unafikiriaje?
Direct. Like haya kuna mkono pale tuongelesha.
Tukingine tutaleta hapa pasi tumwambia basi pasi show.
So mtupatie suggestions kwa ni tunawategemea nyinyi ndio tunafanyia kazi. So I think now what's an advice you give to, because Valentines ni Friday. Take homes. Kuna mtu amekaa pale na watch anashindwa, what is the Lord saying to me? Na sema wacha yangu nitaingiza kwa shida.
My personal take homes are you don't have to feel pressured to do something beyond your ability. It's to celebrate love. I think there's such a thing in our minds that love and money are directly related, and the amount of money I pour directly relates to the amount of love I have. But that's so false. And I think if we move away from that thought and that idea, then you're able to show people love, and this becomes a day you can enjoy, where you show somebody love in the best way that you can, from the bottom of your heart, according to the ability that God has given unto you. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a day where you compare. It doesn't have to be a day where you as a babe, you're looking at your significant other and you're like, you know what? Brenda's SO is significant other. Brenda's SO has taken them to this and this and they did this and this and you haven't done that for me. You must love me less. You get me? Like, it's not a day to compare the person you love to somebody else. It's not a day to compare yourself. Even what can you do? You're feeling bad for what you were able to do for your SO. Yeah. I think it's just a day to just tell somebody you love them. Tell them you love them. Why do you love them? Yeah. Pick for them a flower from a garden, not somebody else's garden.
Kwa millennials, SO ni significant other.
Kwa shida ni hizo flower. Nilipanda flowers kwa garden yangu. Nimepata mbuzi imekula. Sasa
nitakupatia maziwa.
Effort ilikuwa.
Yeah,
atakunywa maziwa. Yes, memes.
I think Okay, what I was going to say is, I think also for this day, it's not about only loving others, because there are people who, like I was saying, don't have other people to love. It's also about learning to love yourself. So like there are times there are seasons where God calls you to love yourself, and you need to learn how to love yourself before you learn to love others.
Yeah.
So I think for me, like one thing I'm learning and also taking home from all this is that even though there's the expectations from society to do this and be with someone and do what, sometimes just sit down and be like, okay, I'm alive, and that's a lot to do, and that's a lot to thank God for. So love yourself in the sense that you can't take yourself out. Go buy yourself a pair of shoes, buy yourself the flowers you want. If you're not gonna receive them, buy them for yourself. And even as you do that, learn also give to someone else. Like if you're in town and buying flowers and you see a child or something, give them 50 bob or 100 or whatever God is giving you in your heart to give to them. So that again, it's not just about waiting to receive, but also learning how to pour into your own cup before you wait for others to pour into yours or before you pour out onto others. So if there are men out there who don't have people to love, love yourself. Take yourself out. Go buy yourself a pair of shoes.
Amen.
If there's a female out there or a lady out there who is like, okay, I wish I had someone. God is there for you and he loves you way much more than any of these men will ever love you.
Hallelujah.
Way much more. So learn also tap into his love in the sense that read his word, spend time in his presence and let him be able to bring his love from the inside out. Yeah.
Ndio kuna sofia na maua bure tau. Washainiingiza kwa shida kidogo. Ushai nimepeleka mtu soko na alikuwa dem kufika amempatia. So tukitembea watu wanadhani mimi ndio wake. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But keep watu wanapeana maua, keep spreading the love. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Carlos.
I think as memes are said, there is a perception to think that Valentines ought to be about you. Apia said the language of love is giving. There's no you can say you love somebody and you don't give. This is whether you're a female or a male. So there's certain expectations we usually have from certain genders. No, they ought to do this, they ought to do this. Please, tafadhali, usipewe maua then you give out your body. Aki.
Yeah.
Tafadhali. Don't... maua na mwili. Jesus died for... Anyway. And you're not giving him your body. You're giving a man.
Mwangalia facial expression ya Carlos.
No,
It's a bad.
no, like for real.
It's a bad.
Mwanaume tu wakubaie nini wewe uamue. Na Jesus has
You know
been...
what? Jumeni buy flowers.
Ndo mimi. Like kuna mtu alidedi kwa cross jo. Anangoja tu sema.
Do mimi. So mwambie Lord here I am, use me.
Kuna mtu kwa cross anangoja cheki niko hapa. Mimi hata sikudishi kitu. I just want you to love you. So I pray beyond because again we have to give the perspective of Christ. This is more than what the world is doing.
Yeah.
And so that means how special, like, oh my Lord Jesus, like that day, come on, if you've never received Jesus, it's a good day. It's a day of love. Umecheki God just in your room. Hii kitu ina formula lazima uende church. Jesus, nimesikia unaitangwa Jesus. Mimi sikujui and DM yangu wanaume ni 1000 lakini nasikia kuna mwanaume kama wewe. I think today I was meditating on the story of the Samaritan woman. Udem alikuwa ameolewa na wase wa 6.
God is so funny. Jesus is like, yeah, and the one you're living with is not
not
your
yours.
husband either.
But he was coming in as the 7th husband because alikuwa anajua I'm different from the rest. So trust me, hizo
Father, give me that grace.
So hizi heartbreaks umepitia sijui wanaume just Jesus is waiting for you. Anasema tu cheki, madam niko hapa kando yako na ngoja tu wewe sema tu Yesu uone. So I pray that beyond your flowers, kwa sababu kwa wengine wenyu some of you Valentines you just need to walk away from some DMs. Ni time wasters wamejaa.
Yeah.
And Pastor was speaking about time wasters last.
So as you
Tap
go,
into that life.
as you're going out on your personal date, you can go out on a date with Jesus. But then si kwa meza kuna kuwa na viti mbili. Jesus sio side nyingine, kai side nyingine. Bonga acha ukae chizi but wewe unajua umependwa.
Yeah.
Naona the conversation that the Samaritan woman had with Jesus was at noonday. Hakukuwa na watu, she was alone. So you can also have that conversation with him. So in Valentine's, it's a day to celebrate love. And now who is this love? There's something I'm doing behind the scenes concerning love, and you realize that the language of love dictates. We cannot understand it if you don't know God. I love bananas, I love my girlfriend. We use it anyhowly. But if you're to truly understand the depth of it, man, kuna mtu Jesus, yani amekatu hivi anangoja. Alafu unajua, there are men chasing you, then there's a man waiting for you. You choose.
Hey, wait, Ebu say it again. Say it again.
Ningesema hiyo.
Sema tena.
So
there are men
chasing you, then there's a man waiting for you. And mwenye anakungoja anajua have everything in
That
me
they
to change you that you need.
Yeah.
You don't need to give me anything.
And you'll never experience love like that anywhere else.
I
That's
tell-
like the
Touched
most
by
potent
grace.
love.
Trying to compare umse akikupenda, even if you're married or you get to a place you have a husband, your husband cannot compare.
Yeah.
He
at
cannot
all.
compare because there's so on Valentine's, please celebrate first of all the love for Jesus, but also go beyond, as they've said, go beyond, share the love with other people. Na pia kama mfuko yako ijafika size fulani na weight fulani, the Lord is helping you, but live in your means. Just communicate. Wanaume bonga, mwambie ni aje mrembo, niko vibaya. Ido haifiki hiyo, but this is what I can be able to do.
But also, wait, sorry. Men don't set, sorry. Don't set expectations you're not willing to reach.
Na wewe pia ati
Yeah.
unataka kupatie mwili. Tutakutandika we.
But don't go and tell her, oh, I wanted to do this and never
Yeah,
fulfill
should
it
have,
because that's
should
going
have,
to
would have,
break a lot
would
of
have.
it. Yeah. So
Stop.
just, if you know your intentions are pure, do it. But don't come and say, I was going to do this or I'm going to do this and never do it. Because that, again, breaks a lot of the meaning of love.
One day we'll talk
First
about the power of
Corinthians.
words with ladies.
1 Corinthians
13.
13. Some hiyo.
Up soma juu, chukua ball.
See gravity.
Or gravity down.
Oh damn. But anyways, let's break out from the mentality of the world. We are different. Okay, by virtue of you watching this series, you are different. The way you are going to experience Valentines, it should be different from how the world is viewing it. So mtu wa world akikuja apewe tu life story from from the time unaamka hiyo Valentine's Day until later umemaliza kila kitu, ushamweka home, sasa unatembea home, alafu you movie ikatwe. What difference will that person see? Because even hiyo pressure mingi tumeongelea hapa, especially ya maboy, it's just because at hizi unspoken expectations. It's because maboy, mi nawajua na Carlos anawajua, there's always something we're trying to fulfill within us, na kama tuwezi meet tunaanzanga kudeviate, tunaanza hizi false expectations. Let's break out from that. Communicate where you can reach. Akwezi kosa kitu mnaweza work out. It's a day of love, anything can work. Mnaweza mwende Arboretum mkae, mwanze kubrainstorm about how the year will be. Fanya Bible study, muengage,
And sit in the presence of God.
alafu
In His
unamshombona
love.
unampenda.
200 reasons why I love her.
Usione Mwax amepeleka mpo wake JW Marriott, wewe unataka kupeleka
Works wherever you are, say amen.
Radisson Blue. Wachana nayo. Kama wewe capacity yako ni ya art cafe, kama
Ama
capacity
fish
yako
and
ni ya
chips.
fish and chips.
Sanford.
Na najua siku
Mama
Sanford
uliecha
itajaa.
ingia tu.
We enda hapo. Kama mfuko yako
Sanford.
imesema ni hivyo, imagine if it's genuine ataifeel.
Na akikataa pia ni poa, strong.
Kama atakata pia ni sawa. We kuja kwa group chat talk show. Tuwe talk show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, but
Wow.
mostly let everything be done in love in that day, on that day, and every day. That should be what we do. Everything should be done from a place of love. How you speak to other people, how you speak to your significant
and
other.
how you speak to yourself also.
Yeah, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to people you don't know, how you speak to the conductor, how you speak to the taxi driver, how
But
you
don't
speak
let it
to.
just be that day. Let it be.
Ikwe overflow.
Yeah,
Na pia
it should
tuendelee.
always be from a place of deep love,
Yeah.
because you have been loved, so you can love. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Also,
Yeah.
let's take time to experience God that way.
Yeah.
Let's thank Him for His love, because it's from His abundance.
Yeah, it's from overflow.
So for us,
Overflow.
EC Valentines, it's happy Christ-like Valentines.
Yeah,
How-
and it's from a place
deep.
of overflow, not from a place. You never give from inside of your cup. You always give from what's overflowing
Flowing,
outside.
yeah.
That's what you give to other people. So when you're giving to other people, yeah, make sure it's from a place of overflow. Just as Mims has said, make sure you're showing love for yourself. But really, where the love comes from is from God. So take time on that day, every day. But we're talking about Valentine's Day, which is why I'm insisting on Valentine's. Take time on that day, connect with your source of love, connect with God. He should feel you, so that when you're going out to love other people, you're doing it from a place of overflow.
And you guys, pale kwa comments, tell us your experiences of Valentine.
Yeah.
And even as you experience Valentine when you watch this, tell us how that has been for you. is it different from last year, or has anything we've said impacted you differently?
Yeah, how has your Valentine's been? 'Cause
And
when
also share with other people also, so they can subscribe and do all that.
Yeah.
Na hiyo siku baadhi msiwatembeze ati kuongeza steps.
Press the notification.
Wow.
Sahi Nairobi ni steps.
Sasa bana watu boda na busy.
Saa 2 asubuhi 22,000k. Wewe mkasa ngapi wewe?
Kuna hii meme
Shalom.
kuna hii meme ati nasema ati unaoda boda msana kuja na mguu ati nataka kupanda steps.
Hebu tufunge wewe.
Anyway, yeah, we'll continue this conversation. As you can see, we have a lot of
We are
things to
super
say.
excited.
And we're so excited to share what we have. And we're also so excited to hear from you guys. So we're really insisting, please share your experiences with us down in the comments. Let us know what your experiences have been. What would you like to hear from us in regards to love or anything in regards to, but we'll be talking about love for the next few episodes. So
Love and relationships.
yes. So what would you like to hear from us? You know? Yeah. Thank you. Make sure you like,
Subscribe.
Comment.
Share.
yeah. And thank you so much for watching. This has been the Who
Told.
You.
Nani alikushow
podcast. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.